Hey guys, what is up? NYK31 here, Madden 19, a little Mother's Day edition of Playbook Reviews, playing with the Bucks Playbook. I hope you guys enjoy your Mother's Day with your mums. I plan on going out to lunch with mine. We have a nice low-key day. Got to lunch, me and my brother will take my mum out to lunch. Then I will come back home, take a dip in the pool. It's a gorgeous day out. Watch them playoff basketball and pretty much just chill the rest of the day. But anyhow, we're on the Bucks here, and I really enjoyed this playbook. This playbook was so much fun. This is the first playbook I've done in this series this year that I'm like, I don't want to move on. I can stay in this playbook for, a few weeks, if not for what's left of the Madden 19 playing cycle. But alas, we must move on and press on. A lot of spread stuff. This playbook, what was so much fun about this playbook is all the spread sets. You got several 2x2 spread sets that are spaced well. Look at those line splits. Well, not the line splits, but the receiver splits. Nice and wide. Outside the numbers. Hard for a base aligned D to cheat you out of outside leverage. And I really felt good playing out of this sucker. You got your spread 2x2 with 4 wide. You got a spread Y flex. You got a couple of spread Y flex spread sets. You got trips, 4 wide receiver formation, which you don't get a whole heck of a lot off in this game. This guy is actually kind of tricky on defense. He was playing a lot of quarters, but with protect the sticks, spot drop, and some cross manning going on. And I thought I had that one completed. And that's the thing I don't understand about speed in this game. Galladay is really, really fast with max sprinter and tier 3 Madden giving him 99 speed. And Mahomes has 99 throw power. Not only was the guy as the user able to click on and walk him down, but the pass was underthrown. I guess I'm going to need Madden 20 bazooka canned Pat Mahomes to get that throw made. And this was actually a good game. I'm going to upload this entire game. This guy is actually a longtime follower of mine. I knew the name looked familiar, but I couldn't quite place it. But he sent me a nice message after the game, and we had a good back and forth game, which I'll upload in its entirety and do some commentary for. But anyway, again, sticking in 2x2, running some HB base. Ideally, I'd like the splits with the wide receivers to be maybe another yard or two wider, but I'll take it. This is one of those playbooks that a couple of years ago got some updating. And really, in my general opinion, the playbooks that have been updated over the past couple of years, the updates that they have done to them have been the stronger ones. They have less of the legacy issues going on with them. But they're not immune either. So I'm hitting a lot of angle routes to Christian McCaffrey here. I was actually kind of lucky there. His user was just a little bit out of position. I was able to get that done. So we're in gun spread. You got play action read, X follow inside the zone. I'm going to dial this. I don't like the play action because it tends to drift your quarterback unless you cancel it out or quicken the play action or just leave the guy in the block altogether. But overall, it's a decent stock concept. You got your zig route there with your deep comeback. You can get over a cloud fight when it hooks under, like it did there when it drops down. You got curl flats, play action comeback. You got a draw. Not a lot of wasteful plays in their 2x2 spread sets. Like I said, there's about 3 or 4 of them. All of them, really pretty potent. You got a good gun bunch. You got one of the better gun bunches in the game. I'm actually surprised that more comp players will use this playbook. Everyone's in love with the past playbook for good reason. You got Dagger here. Just under the user, hit him in the cut. Good user player on defense. I had to be really careful, but he initially went with the vertical and that square end brace right underneath. You seem to be run Dagger out of a couple of playbooks now, and it's a pretty solid concept in this game as far as a cover 2 beater. It can be run against cover 3 as well, although it's not quite as effective, mainly because the reroute of the vertical can cause some spacing issues and some delays making reads, but It's solid again. It's okay against cover three. It's a longer developing play against cover three than it should be. But against cover two, it's a very solid cover two beater. And there, I tried to run wide shallow cross. I knew he was going to have a chance at a post route there with how he was playing defense, but the receiver came back to the ball, which was very welcome and surprising. And we got on the board there. So here we are. You got gun doubles, got gun bunch, tight flex, just a loaded playbook. Tight flex is one of the more stronger formations in the game. If you saw my last video entitled "I Hate Tight Flex," I actually absolutely can't stand defending it. I got better at it over the course of the year, but it's still a very potent, very hard to defend formation in my opinion. And he takes the approach that I think you do have to take with it. You're not going to play coverage, that's the blitz. And not allow your coverage to lose leverage by sending a ton of rushers. I'm going to stay in it here as I got blown up on that draw. Slot wheel, wide receiver across. You don't have play action shot cross, which is, the go-to play in this formation, but you have a whole bunch of other stuff that's pretty high potency. And again, here he's going to blitz me. I just had to do a better job of anticipating it, because I do have a chance to get the ball to X, but I'm a little bit too slow to pull the trigger, and I get sacked. If the block and release released a little bit sooner, I would have been able to dump it off to him as well, but again, I just didn't really do a good job of anticipating the rush there. The first thing I look at when I'm playing offense, pre-snap, or post-snap rather, I always look at the safeties and the user. Sometimes I do that too much, and every now and then I get into a habit where I get caught not preparing myself for a blitz. There I went dagger again, and I was actually, I'm not labbing these playbooks before I go into a game. I'm just going into it cold, and I didn't anticipate the in-cut stock breaking that close to the first down marker. It was 3rd and 21, but again, I had Galladay with 99 speed with a step, so I passed, let it out there, lobbed it, tried to run it down, but could not get to it. So, mistakes happen. That'll happen. I'm going to be in tight flex again. I'm going to run bench there. Just pop it underneath and all those guys skate out. Spread wide flex. You got mirrored smash, you got inside cross, hitch seam. Just really, really good selection of plays out of these 2x2 spread sets. And this is just basically mesh. In a perfect world, I'd like to see mesh concepts evolve where they run option routes and settle into space against zone. Like you saw that large void there. Instead of just running right into the cloud flat, settle into the space between the 3-rec and that cloud flat defender. There was all kinds of space there. He could have just, showed us numbers, receive the ball, and then head upfield. The way mesh is taught, receivers are taught to, run away from man or against zone, settle into a void, and you have tags from the mesh concept itself, where guys will break off and pivot the opposite direction. They'll break up the field, all kinds of fun stuff. Mesh is one of the staple concepts of an air raid offense, and there are tons of variations that you can run off of it, where you don't really have to run much of anything else if you are just in a situation where you're better than your opposition personnel-wise, and you just have more variations that they can account for. Just plain old stick there, some man coverage, and I'm going in trips now. Hal Mummy likes to tell a story where he says that he called mesh 50 times in a row, and I believe him. Teams are not nearly as diverse as people like to think they are. They are utterly and completely without mercy. If something works, they keep on doing it. That's a space to run inside zone.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards.
Didn't really use empty that much. Didn't really use split back. So most of the split back sets in this game are completely useless. Going to be in gun type flex again. Going to be in wide receiver corner. And this time I'm going to be ready for the blitz. If he blitzes me, I'm going to have a quick releasing route to square. Where's the user? Boom. all kinds of space, get some yards after the catch, and we're in some good shape.
Down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Really good formation.
23 yards on the play.
Those are the 4 spread sets that they have. The gun doubles are pretty good as well. Going to be a trio, tight end all set. You have flood.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
You have levels. Scat is pretty unrunnable. Here's a problem with Scat. Is that run inside zone? I'm going to run Scat in the next play, I think. The problem with Scat is that the defenders know whether it's a bubble screen or not, or whether it's a normal route progression. And as a result, that outlet route can get cheated on pretty easily by the AI. We're in gun bunch here now, and we're going to go with Bucs Sale. He's going to do a good job of stiffing this out. We're looking the post route solo or the high-low between the tight end and that corner route, but he's on it. He did a good job of setting his defense up. He snapped to take that away, and we're just going to throw the ball away. That's very similar to Pat Sale, and that's one of the things that people who are experienced with the game, they will be under the alert for takeaway first and foremost. I'm going to stay on bunch. I'm going to go with bunch trail this time. Same look at the solo side receiver as far as the post route. We're going to have the drag here. Now this drag route is one that does sit down for a zone. See how he sits down like right here? That opens up the window for the angle route. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a well-designed play. It initially looks like Bucs Sale, the way the tight end breaks outside before running his angle route. You also have the corner route on that bunch side. So again, route constraints, running similar looking concepts with enough variety to keep people off balance. I thought this play was ripe for disaster here. Those 2 slant routes, they look way too close together, but it's really not that bad post-snap. As he committed to the initial one and had space to hit the second one. The fade route's useless, the one on the trip side. The other one on the solo side you can hit against press coverage.
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36
we're going to be in trips here, and good old reliable Y cross with the switch concept to the trip side, and the shallow cross and the square in. It's going to need time for it to go. I need to get the ball downfield. He's doing some cross manning there. We had the guy manned up on the number 1 receiver on the trip side, so that gave me an opening to hit that post route. And we're going to clock the ball here to kick the game-winning field goal.
And he's able to clock it with time remaining. And now they'll have everything rests on the left
Kick
foot of the
is
great
up.
Morton Anderson. This from 52,
And it is
and
good.
And his kick is indeed
Good game. I'm going to upload the entire game into the video. So anyway, we're going to be in some under center to start out with in this game. Single back bunch. Z-spot could have hit the R1. Had some time there, but I also had time to see if he'd cover the spot route, which he didn't, or didn't cover it well enough to dissuade me from throwing it, so I threw it. Simple as that. Single back doubles. Not as strong as what you would see out of a 2x2 set, but not shotgun set, but not bad. Again, in general, the under center stuff is going to be weaker than the shotgun offerings. It's just the way it is, the way this game playbooks are designed and how the game is designed. Going to run a little dive there. Little one-cut action. Z-spot, goal line fade is useless. X under Y comp is decent. That corner post takes a year and a day, so really looking for the China concept to the left. He skates out, has all kinds of space. Keyshawn eats the big hit. Nice spacing there, wide trips. Pretty good under center, single back wide trips. You got smash, you got curl post, play action zone shot, curl Y seam.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Not bad, not bad at all for an under center wide trip set. A lot of things you can do in this playbook compared to most that are in the game. We're just going to run smash here. Get our easy completion.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Slot drive.
5 yards on the catch there, brings
The
up
play
a
action
second
read
down.
is, you know,
And
a
he's
play that you
already
can't
got
run with
2
the play action.
catches on the
Otherwise,
opening
you could
drive,
just
so
change
they know
the
he's
tight
gonna be
end
a
route
handful.
to a
And
flat
sometimes your
or a
game
zig route to
plan
get
for that
yourself a
offensively, you want to make sure that guy
strong
touches
flood
the net, and
concept.
sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot
I
hand,
slot
you
again.
keep going
Your
back
eye
to him
formations
because
aren't going
he's
to be that
running
great.
reps
We
with
have
confidence
smash
as the
here.
game goes
You
on.
can also run a switch concept
Looking
there.
to throw is Mahomes.
Had plenty of time. Wow, I got really good pass throw there. I
And
was
he'll
able to
go
come
down.
from
2
not liking
remaining
what I
as we
saw
step
to the
aside
left
here in this
to
first
being able to
quarter.
actually wait on the corner post, didn't like that either, and hit the flat route.
A
I
good
mean,
chance
geez.
this is 4 down territory if
That
they're
does
unable
not
to
happen very
convert.
often.
But right now looking at a
Now we're
3rd
back
and
in
3.
gun doubles. We're going to run weak flood, which is basically a Y shallow cross concept. Good quarters and 2 high beater here to your right.
And
That out
again,
route
it's
will draw the
Mahomes.
attention of a safety.
He's
I
gonna
think he's in
air
some
deep for
form of
three. And it's caught
hybrid
inside
cover
the
2 with
10.
guys manned up,
And he gets
and
it all the way
AJ
down
Green gets open on the
inside
post
the
route.
10.
Yeah,
And mark him at the
he
5.
manned up somebody on
Able to
somebody he
convert on
shouldn't
3rd down,
have,
and that sets up a
and the
1st and
safety on the
goal.
deep half side allowed the post route to cross his face, and that's what happens.
First red zone opportunity now for
My
the
old buddy
Jets.
AJ
They
Green,
got it
make fun of
1st
his
and
speed
goal
all
at
you
the
want.
6.
Dude catches the rock. You know, as good as can be caught by the receivers in this game. They still drop way too many in contact, but he's as reliable as the more popular top echelon receivers as far as that's concerned. Just doesn't have the breakaway speed.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another
Looking square
stop
in here
here
all the
on
way.
3rd and goal.
Hoping we can high-low the user here. Hope he bites on X,
Working from the gun.
which he does. Got a window,
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown.
and AJ hangs on to it.
AJ Green. 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I really want this version of power to be better, but it's just not. It's just a little too slow.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the
I want it to
line
be
of
better
scrimmage.
because it allows you to run
No gain on the play there. 2nd
to the
down.
weak side, as opposed to
They had
just
a great
only being
read
able to
there
run
from his
strong
free
side in the
safety
shotgun. Now here's what I'm
position.
talking
Charles, you know
about
with
with
those guys,
scat.
it's all about their eyes.
You
They
have
have to
that
be laser
little
focused.
scat route, which I can't run because he runs right into leverage and the defense, and the corner, he's not really committed to the vertical long enough for that bubble to get any space. So that's why scat never works. Anywho, we're going to go back to the 2x2 stuff. We're going to run a little switch dig action. Switch on the right. Flanker dig on the left. Again, good 2 high beater on both sides. He's going to have time, and then boom, he's that huge hole there. Beautiful.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
That is in the 3-3-5 Tampa 2 meta. And go on a little power to the inside zone.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out.
He does a good job of shooting the gap, so I did that all game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
Made it tough to run.
2 minutes to go here in
HB
the first
seam.
half.
It's basically 4 verts, but rather than the back running the shallow route, it's a slot receiver running it, and the back replaces him as the seamer. I'm just going to read where the user goes to. He initially goes to the back, then goes back to the drag, which opens up the back again, and we hit him. So he's going to rage quit after that. Really love this play, but really had a lot of fun doing it. I'm going to put it at number 1 for now. It's not going to stay there, but it's not going to drop below the top 3 or 4, or at worst 5. One of the best playbooks in the entire game. So that's it for the Bucs. Sad to see it go. And I think what is up next will be the Cardinals. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this series. Need to find a way to jazz up this menu here. But I like doing this. It's a good way to close out the Madden year stress-free, not really caring about the outcome of the game, and just digging into these playbooks. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.